you're gonna have to get close. So I think what Graphics Dirty is going to do is, instead of charging headlong in at the gentleman, they're going to try and sort of slide through those corridors and just kind of sneak up on the gents. So I think the lack of speed is going to be a problem, considering he has to get close to the carronade, but I think he's going to mitigate that with maneuverability as we get into the loadouts. Wizard, which we have just been talking about at length, of course, is the heavy carronade front with a mortar front, mortar side, and Gatling side. On the Holy Unicorn, we have a gap mortar front and a double Artemis side.
Over on the Lusty Argonian Maid, we've told her about you before. We're going to do it once more, maybe twice more, maybe 3 times more. We're not really sure. Junior Technician Byron Cavendish commanding 3 Artemi. I'm calling them Artemi at this point because they come in 3s. Also, with that Banshee support to lay down some serious fire stacks, and the Hades on the far right side. Up in the number 4 spot, we have the Ugly Betty number 4, captained by Navigator Zingy Zhu. On this deck, we have the same Artemis setup, 3 Artemi, along with a grenade launcher on the top right and a carronade on the bottom right.
Yes, indeed. Well, it looks like Glowwater's already in extremely tight formation, ready to go in. Pyramidion, kind of like a shield for the Spire here.
I like this. The Pyramidion can take a little bit of damage. I think people don't always appreciate what health it does have available to it. So I like this formation. I'm a big fan of how this is going to function, I think.
Well, yep, it remains to be seen. Wizard going low. Holy Unicorn going slightly higher.
Still acting as that kind of shield, even if it is just against the Spire's balloon. I think that's going to help it out greatly in the long run if they hold formation.
And now we play the hide-and-seek game.
Those 2 Junkers of the Gents are flying high and not necessarily in complete formation, although they are holding close to each other.
True, yes. The Gents taking the Overwatch position here. They're going to take advantage of the fact those Artemi have good vertical and horizontal firing arcs. Let them fire down onto the Thralls.
I love what the Spire is doing right now. It is hiding in between the building. It's hiding low, and although it is at risk for a balloon burst, the red team gets their sights in first. The Pyramidion's going to be at risk, though. Very risky.
This is not the way the Glowwaters wanted to engage this. Fire needs to be a lot closer.
This is, yeah, you said it exactly. This is a bad situation right now. Although they did get the first spots out, they were in a very poor position. Oh, the Wizard takes a bounce.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
That was half its hull in one small bounce. You don't want to see that.
Oh, that's a Spire in a nutshell, or a Spire glitched into a building, so to speak. The Wizard taking cover behind a building. Okay, there we go. Now the Glowwaters have managed to take cover here, but the thing is, the Gents know where they are. The Gents have got them pinned down.
They know what they have to do. They're aware that that Spire can creep through those crevices between buildings somewhat easily, not the most easily, but somewhat easily, and surprise them. That heavy carronade is going to take out their balloons in very, very short time if they let it get close. They have to keep their distance.
Wizard being spotted again. Wizard's attempt to get close has been thwarted, at least for the time being. Just the Glowwaters have no real ability to dish out as good as they're given.
Unfortunately, too, very good, accurate firepower coming down from the lusty Argonian Maid. 3 of the Spire's weapons were destroyed in a matter of seconds. A matter of seconds. That kind of approach at that point is futile. You cannot get close to that ship if they see you.
Well, we're seeing some drifting clouds here. See if the wizard tries to use this to its advantage. Oh, wizard gonna try and go through this very tight pass, I think.
No, it's backing up. It knows it's just a little too wide.
Well, I think he's just gaining some altitude.
Oh, you're right. He is.
I think he might. Yeah, he might try and slip through.
Ballsy.
There we go. But if he gets caught, there we go. As soon as he was spotted, he thought, no, if I get caught going through there, I will die.
You're just asking for your balloon to be popped and get pinched between those 2 buildings.
Yes, absolutely. Now the wizard, I think, is going to take the longer way around, while the unicorn just sort of stays like a crouching tiger.
They're moonshining. The Spire is moonshining. They're trying to make up for their extreme deficit of speed by moving as fast as possible. They have eyes on them. The Gents have eyes wherever the wizard is going, it seems.
Yeah, this is much as I expected. The wizard trying to be clever about it to get close, using the Pyramidion there, just keep the Gents off guard. The wizard can sneak around. Now the Holy Unicorn's coming in. Oh, this could be a mistake by the Holy Unicorn.
I think this is going to be a mistake.
I think this is going to be a big mistake.
Oh, the Holy Unicorn flies right into a cloud! Right into a dust cloud.
Into a tar cloud. No, it wasn't a dust cloud, that's a tar cloud. The lusty Argonian Maid saw the Holy Unicorn coming and they popped their tar. Not sure how effective that was, but still.
Three of the guns on the Holy Unicorn did go down for a small period of time.
Might be the Artemis as much as anything, but in any event, the Holy Unicorn is in a 2-on-1 situation here. The wizard's going to take quite some time to get into effective range. All the time, the Holy Unicorn's being impaled on the top of this bridge. This is not looking good for the Holy Unicorn.
The Holy Unicorn is now pinned exactly in a line of fire from the Ugly Betty. It is free to broadside. The Ugly Betty has nothing but time on their hands right now, and they're using every single minute of it to barrage the Holy Unicorn.
They can kill the Holy Unicorn pretty much at their leisure here. There's not really much the Holy Unicorn can do. Continuously bouncing. Holy Unicorn taking severe damage. Everything is red. The wizard coming in. It might be too little, too late.
I'm really not sure.
Devastating damage on the wizard. The wizard tried to moonshine underneath the lusty Argonian, but it ended up ramming into that crane. Oh, that was nasty.
Even if it hadn't moonshined, I think that hit would have been its death toll.
Yeah, the Holy Unicorn just engaged way too soon. Should have waited for its fire ally to get a lot closer.
It was admittedly a decent distraction, but it was a distraction that has killed both ships off at this point. The Holy Unicorn is not long for this world.
Yes, the Holy Unicorn is oh yes, it's the up freak without a POW, and it is gone.
Very brutal. And I think at this point in time, the speed of that Spire is really starting to work against it. It cannot creep through the buildings fast enough to get into position properly. It's going to be seen. It's too tall. It's too big.
I think the Glowwaters are used to facing more aggressive teams on this map, but the Gents are perfectly content to sort of sit in this Overwatch position, where they've got as much sort of a good a view of the battlefield as possible. Makes them very hard to sneak up on them with that carronade.
Yeah, I positioned my camera right between the two ships as best I can. You can see everything that's coming at them. They can see everything that's coming at them. The only risk is that they might just get a little too much cloud cover.
Yeah, it's a room with a view, so to speak. The Gents have got.
I will point out too that they are at max altitude right now, pretty much at max altitude. They're sitting high as they possibly can.
And why not? Why not?
Absolutely. The only risk that they have with sitting so high is that they might be spotted first. And even then, they have the longest range weapons. What's the real risk there?
Just a very, very solid build in the current metagame. Just used very, very well. Now the wizard, here we go. Once again, trying to creep around, has not been spotted yet. Is actually if he creeps around this building, he will get quite close to the Betty and the Lusty Argonian Maid. It won't be even if the Glowwaters do manage to engage the Gents on even footing. It's still going to be difficult to win. Half the battle is just engaging. It's just engaging the Gents in a at least equal position.
Those Artemis, unfortunately, are excessively powerful. They could easily pick you off before that carronade can be effective. Shots going out all over the spire. Its hull taking immense damage. 3 of its guns are down. The perma-hull is going to be exposed here very shortly. There it is.
Oh, but the Holy Unicorn coming in. Holy Unicorn coming in with a Gatling on the Lusty Argonian Maid. Ah, but already you see some of its guns are taken down. It's so hard to do any damage with all these Artemis raining down on you. The wizard looks like it's about to go down. Holy Unicorn. Oh dear, just not doing enough damage fast enough.
Unfortunately, the pinpoint accuracy of all 6 Artemis being brought to bear against both those ships, they have less than half their guns available.
Finally taking the hull armor down, the Lusty Argonian Maid. The Lusty Argonian Maid is speeding away, popping tar every inch of the way. The Holy Unicorn does have an opportunity to get a kill here.
Going in for a ram.
Betty is coming in to support. Oh, body blocking the Lusty Argonian Maid is the Ugly Betty.
I love that move by the Ugly Betty. That was great. That was immensely good, solid play. It gave the Argonian Maid just a quick chance to get everything back in working order, or at least enough to hold things together with duct tape. Holy Unicorn is gone.
Goodness gracious. Good play, well executed. And yeah, even just that subtle little move there, that body block, might have stopped them from giving up a kill.
And if you're going to make a statement, you're going to make a statement in the best way possible. And the Gents are showing up just in force today.
Oh, absolutely. This is as good as we've ever seen the Gents. And we've seen them do some pretty awesome things.
The question is, at this point, what does the red team do? What can the Wizard and the Holy Unicorn do to get themselves out of this 4-0 situation?
Well, they're just gonna have to keep on trying to sneak up on the Gents. I mean, they almost got a kill on the Lusty Argonian Maid there. Close.
Its perma-hull is sitting at about half still.
Yeah, so maybe they can take advantage of that somehow by... Oh, nasty bounce on the Wizard. Taking down its balloon. Oh, no. Oh, no.
This is going to be brutal.
Oh, no.
He's stuck in that little niche.
He's stuck on that absolute worst possible time to get stuck stuck there. The Holy Unicorn forced to engage in a suboptimal position. The Wizard cannot get unstuck fast enough. Already 2 of its engines taken out. The hull is taken down. Permahull damage is being taken. Wizard struggling to survive as the Holy Unicorn comes in.
There really isn't, unfortunately, with getting stuck as it was right there and taking as much damage as they did, the red team had no choice. They had no choice.
The Holy Unicorn's just going for it now. He's just thinking, okay, I did some damage. Oh, he might, if he rammed the Lusty Argonian Maid into the building. Yeah.
He looks like he's going for a balloon ram, yes.
Looks like he's going to go for it. Will his engines last? His engines are holding up.
That was a solid hit, but it didn't really...
The Wizard cover.
It didn't deal enough damage, and yes, this is a great distraction. The Holy Unicorn is providing a great distraction right now, especially taking out some very big chunks of the Lusty Argonian Maid's outer hull. It's not a lot, though, and it's descending.
Oh, the Wizard
very
needs
quickly.
to come in. The Wizard needs to come in quick before the Holy Unicorn dies. Can the Wizard actually contribute to this battle?
I'm not sure. They haven't really done so yet. They haven't had a chance to bring all their guns to bear
Oh,
yet.
there we go. He's finally close enough to get to, bring that carronade to bear. The Ugly Betty.
She's going to tap the
balloon is
ground.
going down.
She's going to tap that building right there. There it is. Not a bad tap, though.
There we go. I mean, the Glowwater Thralls are finally in the position they needed to be the entire match. But will it be enough? The Lusty Argonian Maid's taking a lot of damage. Lusty Argonian Maid's going down. The Lusty Argonian Maid is down. Could we see a spectacular comeback from the Glowwater Thralls?
It could very easily happen at this point. That ground tap was just excessively powerful in this situation. And while the Wizard does not have a shot on the Ugly Betty right now, they're in a good position to try and make a shot here very shortly.
And yes, they've got the Ugly Betty 2-on-1 here. Not really anywhere for the Ugly Betty to go. It's going to be getting carronaded down. Its balloon's going to go down. It's going to smack the ground. I don't think the Lusty Argonian Maid's going to try it. The Gents, they've very lately we've seen them play very conservatively, and I think the Lusty Argonian Maid is going to back off pretty sharpish.
That's a very good choice on the Gents' part. As it stands, you don't really want to try and go into a rescue scenario against this Spire. It isn't very effective at long range. That's true. We've seen it kind of struggle in this match already, in this specific game already, rather. But you start to get even a little too close. That carronade comes online, those grenade launchers come online, and that Gatling is ripping your hull apart.
Oh, absolutely. And it's just so good as you're blending them down with the bottom carronade. I mean, you can just arc those mortar shots down so easily with the mortar to either supplement the damage on the balloon or, like you said, just tear the hull to pieces.
I look at the spawn points for the Gents right now. They are divided.
Very much so.
If the Thralls can get in on this and take advantage of this very split spawn, this may turn around.
The Gents have got to be very careful with how they group back up again. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're using cover, going a long way around to meet up. It does look like they're going to be able to meet up without being molested.
Byron is high in the air. Byron Cavendish has taken the Lusty Argonian Maid high in the air. He is now spotted, but fire getting on the Spire very quickly.
There's the suppressive fire. Now it's like the Glowwater Thralls are back to square one again. They're being suppressed behind this building.
Suppressive fire means so much in this game. It means so much, especially when you have a ship that isn't quite so structurally sound like the Spire. Holy Unicorn, it can take a few shots. The Spire, though, if you look at it wrong, it's going to fall over. And it has half its permahull. It's already had half its permahull taken out.
Once again, the Glowwater Thralls are going to have to be clever. I mean, no offense to the Gents, but the Gents don't have to come up with something very clever here. All they need to do is stick to the game plan. The Glowwater Thralls are going to need to really pull one out of the hat to get close to the Gents, do the damage they need to do.
You're absolutely right. And while the Thralls are holding formation, they aren't moving yet. They need to get out of this scenario. The Gents know exactly where they are. They need to figure out a way to get moving.
I don't think they're under any pressure to do it because the Gents aren't going to move. The Glowwater Thralls have all the time they want to think of what their plan's going to be and how they're going to go about this.
This is... I think the Thralls are under a bit of pressure because, as Urs just said in the chat, 10 minutes to overtime.
Oh,
they have
yes.
10 minutes to get 3 kills.
Yes.
10 minutes to get 3 kills.
Very good point. There's the pressure right there. 10 minutes is not a lot of time to do what the Glowwater Thralls need to do, which is to sneak up on the Gents.
They're going... It looks like they're going around the far east side of this structure that they've been hiding around. Good choice. I think the west side of the structure was way too exposed. But as we look on the mini-map here, the Gents are just... They have both their ships pointed exactly in that direction. They're going to spot them right away.
Unicorn and the Wizard going as low, really limboing it here, just Wizard going as low as he can possibly go, using every last inch of cover he can possibly find while coming in. To their credit, they are as yet unspotted.
This is exactly what they would have to do. Great cloud cover actually coming in to give Thralls a chance to move very quickly. They need to take this advantage. They need to use this time very wisely.
I'd say they just need to go for it here. I don't think they're going to get another chance like this before the time limit expires.
I would agree. They're not. But like I was saying, this is exactly what they need to do to try and get the upper hand in this game. In the last couple minutes of this game, they need a precision strike, and they need it immediately. They've snuck around really well. They've gotten away from where the Gents thought they were, and now there's a good chance to strike. Oh no, the Spire should not be shooting right now. Don't shoot yet, guys. Don't give away your position.
Oh no, why the bloody hell did they do that? Anyway, notwithstanding, the Holy Unicorn is engaging here. The Wizard is not far behind. Ugly Betty 4's balloon is already down. The Holy Unicorn is firing down on the Ugly Betty as well.
It's going to tap. It's going to tap that building.
Supplementing the damage. It's going to crash.
Oh, is that going to be enough, though? Is that going to be enough hull damage to take it down? It barely does anything. The Spire, on the other hand, the Spire is going down. Its terminal is very badly exposed. I think you're
probably right. The Spire is taking a lot of damage, but the Ugly Betty's also taking a lot of damage. Oh, the Lusty Argonian Maid, though, is doing... just finishes the Spire off.
That was actually a lot closer than I thought it'd be. That was really good.
Absolutely. If that Spire had pulled back a little bit more behind the cover, then yeah, we could have seen that completely tied up and turned around.
The Gents,
that was a
Gents
great
showing
comeback.
The Gents showing that they have absolutely done the math on how to organize their ships properly. But, and this is a big but, the Glowwater Thralls showing that they have the ability to think through a big problem.
The Glowwater Thralls are going to use a more nuanced charge. A charge where they can fire some Artemises to assist in their charge. Whereas last game they had pretty much nothing to help long range as they went in.
Once again, this is a much more open map. You have much easier sight range on your opponents, even sometimes as soon as they spawn. So keep that in mind as we move it forward. Again, this is Battle on the Dunes. Very open. First of 5 kills wins this. And for the Gents, this is a day match. This is their last game if they win this one.
It is indeed. And let's take a look at the Arcane Bolt here. The Arcane Bolt has a mortar middle. It has Artemis wings. And on the lower deck, we have 2 Gatlings. Now, the Holy Unicorn, we have a Gat mortar front, double art side.
On the Lusty Argonian Maid, piloted by Byron Cavendish, he does love his Elder Scrolls references. We have the triple Artemi attack, 3 Artemis on the left side and front. And on the right side, we have a Hellhound on the bottom, and on the top, a Banshee to spread that fire all over the place. And in the number 4 spot, we have the Ugly Betty number 4. We've seen her many times. This may be the last match we see her in today, though. On the front, we have a lovely, lovely rocket launcher and Artemis. 2 more Artemis on the left side. Then on the right side, grenade launcher, double barrel, and a Carronade, the Barking Dog.
Interesting spawns here. Now, the Gents spawn roughly between the Glowwater Thralls, but they immediately reverse back, get close to the corner of the map. They want to get to a spot where they can kind of set up shop with those 6 tuple Artemi. Focus fire down, whoever tries to get close. Now here we go. Let's see how well
think
this
the Thralls
strategy
have the
works.
absolutely right tactic here. They're closing in fast. They're not
just
letting a
going
moment
for
go
it,
to
yeah.
waste.
All right, there we go.
They do not want under any circumstances. They do not want the Gents to set up. Holy Unicorn is just charging in against the Ugly Betty.
Arcane Bolt helping to supplement with a single Artemis. Now Holy Unicorn has closed the distance, but he's in an awkward spot. Arcane Bolt is nowhere near close enough to where it needs to be to do the damage to the Gatling and the mortar. He's rapidly getting closer. Here we go, the double Gatling going down on the Ugly Betty. Oh, now the focus fire is going down the Ugly Betty. The Ugly Betty's in a lot of trouble here. Now that the Glowwaters have closed the distance, I think the Gents are at a disadvantage in terms of raw damage dealing potential.
Those Gatling cannons are immensely powerful. They are continuously underutilized. And oh my goodness, Ugly Betty
annihilated. Annihilated.
Again, those cannons are immensely powerful at close range.
Absolutely. Those Gatlings still, your best bet for close range armor stripping. No one can deny that. And especially if you've got 2 of them on one ship, like the Arcane Bolt does. Arcane Bolt also, it's a mobula. It can ascend very quickly, and that's what it's doing. Oh, good tar by the Lusty Argonian Maid.
Very good tar. I like that.
I think there's no way the Lusty Argonian Maid, it hasn't got the speed to escape, especially on an open map where it's got no cover. I think the Lusty Argonian Maid's going down here. I think
it's trying to
waste
pop all the smoke in the world, just trying to give itself some kind of cover and damage against the Mobula.
Oh, and
the Mobula
it does.
Actually is being ripped apart by the tar.
Yes. That, very well placed. But the Lusty Argonian Maid's armor's down, taking damage to the permahull, and takes it down.
I love too how the Holy Unicorn, it wasn't just using its guns there, it was preparing to fly in and ram with that nose cone.
Is the Ugly Betty overcommitted here? Maybe not. The Ugly Betty hasn't been spotted. The Ugly Betty's got time. Get back behind that cloud.
I think they're safe. I think they're safe for right now.
Oh my goodness, but the Lusty Argonian Maid is spawned miles away. It's going to take forever for him to... Oh no, I think... Yes, looks to me like... The Ugly Betty been spotted? Yes, the Ugly Betty's been spotted. Oh boy, you better believe that Pyramidian's he's gonna chase him down.
To the ends of the earth in this situation here. They want that Ugly Betty dead before they can get into formation. The rocket launcher, the Artemis, is blowing up. The Artemis doesn't have the range to hit it right now, though. Its shots are exploding before it actually hits.
Now, yes, I mean, you can play the Chariots of Fire music as Ugly Betty, and the lusty Argonian maid run into each other's arms. Desperation as much as joy, however.
The Ugly Betty knows it's being chased by all sorts of vile marauders.
The Holy Unicorn in hot pursuit, however. But if the Ugly Betty can just turn around in formation, then, you know, it's back to Sextuple Artemi again.
Yep, Holy Unicorn's taking some major shots right now. Holy Unicorn lost one of its guns already.
Yes, but they're not doing substantial damage to the armor or the pearl hull. That's what they need to do. Otherwise, the Glowwater are just going to close distance again, which they pretty much already have.
It is getting ripped to shreds.
Oh, devastating! Utterly devastating focus fire on the Ugly Betty tears it to pieces.
Holy Unicorn is not afraid to get its nose cone dirty. That balloon, that nose cone balloon, is sturdy. It has a lot of armor sitting right there. It is more than happy to give a balloon a quick nudge or a quick bump to try and take it out. Very, very good use of focused fire and physics.
The tusk of the Holy Unicorn has been bloodied with the corpses of its enemies. Oh, look at the arcane bolt! Slam dunking the lusty Argonian maid down. The lusty Argonian maid pops a good tar.
Very good tar. The arcane bolt really wants to rip that hull apart, though.
Oh, brilliant tar, catching both the unicorn and the arcane bolt. But oh, the Ugly Betty coming in. Can the unicorn get the damage it needs to get done before the Ugly Betty can bring its guns to bear? We shall see.
I don't think the Argonian maid's going down in this situation. I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't know. I don't know. The arcane bolt's got its guns on. It's focused
fire. God, I was wrong.
Yep, there we go. You can't forget how quickly the Mobula can rise up. It's got such good vertical movement, and Graphic Sturdy is leveraging that. And now,
if the Ugly Betty doesn't get out of here right now, and I mean
it's
now,
over. Ugly Betty
this is going 5-0.
To get out of here.
And we might see Game 3 here in this series.
We will see Game 3
absolutely
here in this series. I think it's all over. It is now a dominating win from the Glowwater Falls. Just as I was belly aching about the sheer power of that triple Artemi build, looks like the Glowwater Thralls have found the answer with a Mobula of all things. Very, very well done by the Glowwater Thralls. Very clever build. Yes,
pun was intended.
I've made that pun before, Malado. This ain't my first rodeo. Anyway.
I think I'm funny sometimes.
Oh, don't worry. You're funny. Okay. Northern Fjords.
This one's game, set, match, folks. The one to win this wins this round of the Sunday Rumble.
Well, this whole tournament, indeed. The Sunday Rumble, number 16. Prestigious prize. And let's get things started off with the builds. On the Arcane Bolt, we have much the same as last time. We have the Mortar middle, Gatlings on the lower decks, Artemis wings. On the Holy Unicorn, we've got the Gat Mortar front, and we've got the Artemis sides.
Lusty Argonian Maid, captained by Byron Cavendish. Very, very similar setup, if not the exact same. The 3 Artemi on the left and front, and on the right, we have a Banshee, and below that we have a Hades. Number 4, as ships close here, the Ugly Betty, captained by Xingzhu. We have the 3 same Artemi, 3 of them on the left and front, and then on the right, a grenade launcher double barrel variety, and a carronade.
Well, the Gents have been spotted here. Holy Unicorn as yet unspotted. Arcane Bolt staying low. And what a surprise, the Gents have taken up the familiar position near the wreckage of the battleship.
They like their defensive holdouts.
Yes, they do, and we'll see if the Glowwaters have an answer for them here. I think it would behoove the Glowwaters to go underneath the arch, use that cloud cover, then that sharp vertical movement, they could just zip right up.
Brick, I couldn't agree with you more. That's absolutely what it looks like what they're going to do, in fact.
Yep.
Old term, great minds think alike. That's exactly what's going on here. They're going to slip right under this cover.
Oh, it looks to me like this is not only are they going low, they're also flanking them from both sides. Arcane Bolt going underneath the arch on the left side as the Unicorn goes underneath the Ice Flow on the right.
Oh, this Mobula has to be careful, though. It's rising exceptionally high.
But is the Mobula going under the arch, or is it just baiting the?
It was either baiting or trying to just get sight on those ships.
Maybe
because it got it. That Mobula pinged both of them in sight for like a second there. Just got a quick sight on both of them.
I think the Mobula just popped high. Oh, wow. The Mobula just popped Hydro there. It rose so fast above those clouds, the Gents didn't even have a chance to see it.
That's incredibly impressive. Mobula is opening up now. It knows it has the advantage of height and angle. Both the Holy Unicorn and the Arcane Bolt are closing in. Their target, the Argonian Maid, taking immense levels of fire.
Oh, the Argonian Maid, the armor's about to go down. The armor is down. If the mortars are well timed, it's going to be taken out. But the armor goes up just in time to save the lusty Argonian Maid. But the Arcane Bolt is closing in with a dual Gatling. The armor's not going to last long under that fire. And as the mortars come in, oh, the lusty Argonian Maid staying alive long
away
past
with nothing left.
Oh, even a few Gatling shots to finish it off at this point.
There it is.
There we go. The Holy Unicorn's taking a lot of damage as well. He's popping Drogue Shoot as his armor's down, as his balloon is down. The Ugly Betty cannot seem to follow up, though.
The Ugly Betty it has no damage to it whatsoever. The Holy Unicorn and Arcane Bolt just completely focus down the Lusty Argonian Maid. Ugly Betty needs to do something right now. Take the Holy Unicorn out of this fight. Make sure the Arcane Bolt has no backup when his ally comes, but holy crap! That Gatling fire is impressive. The Ugly Betty is stripped entirely. It is gone.
Oh, amazing. Amazing play by the Glowwater Thralls.
I can't say enough. That defensive stand that we just saw broken into pieces held up against a previous team so well earlier this evening.
Now I don't like
it melted.
I don't like to use hyperbole here, but that was just the way Graphic Sturdy just used the Hydro to just jump into those clouds while the Holy Unicorn was going. That was a work of art. That was artful, I would say.
Holy Unicorn has a lot of fire raining down it. Those Artemai are in exactly where they need to be.
Oh boy. And yeah, just that quickly. I mean, you can get overconfident when things are going well, and now the Arcane Bolt's in trouble. It's pinned down by all the Artemis fire. It's going to need to use its vertical movement to go low, low, low. Zone out all this fire, but it might not be able to get away here. It might be about to tie this game up.
Ouch.
There we go.
Beautiful, awesome firepower coming from the Gents team. They knew they were bested in their defensive stand, and they had to come back with a very serious message. This is going to be close, folks.
Arcane Bolt's decent respawn. Holy Unicorn needs to duck down a bit, needs to avoid. There we go. He's gotten cover behind the battleship. As the Arcane Bolt goes high. He's revealed his position, though, by firing those Artemis down. I'm not sure if... Maybe he should have just used his stealth. I don't know.
I think the stealth would have been a better idea. He's about to lose cloud cover here.
Yep. Right, the Holy Unicorn is not going to win a sniping match with Sextuple Artemai, as we can see from its distinct lack of guns.
The Holy Unicorn is taking a lot of fire right now, too. The Mobula is being ignored, but the Lusty Argonian Maid has also lost 2 of its guns and 1 of its engines.
There we go. I mean, you need to have all those Artemises on target
There are
to do
the
substantial
chain
damage.
guns.
There we go. Holy Unicorn's taken a lot of damage as well, but he has managed to close the distance. That's the key thing. And once the Glowwaters have closed the distance, they have a distinct advantage. They tear the Lusty Argonian Maid to pieces. Now the Ugly Betty's in trouble as the Arcane Bolt stomps on its head.
The Holy Unicorn got an amazing ram on it
but
about
look
30
at that
seconds ago.
Spawn for the Lusty Argonian Maid. He can start firing with his Artemide immediately.
Those chain guns are about to come back in range from the Mobula. It needs to get fire on the Ugly Betty right now before the Holy Unicorn takes the big dive there.
Yep. Arcane Bolt is wasting too much time. The Holy Unicorn's taken a lot of damage.
The Arcane Bolt's going for the Lusty Argonian Maid?
That was a mistake. They should have just tried to focus down the Ugly Betty. And now the Arcane Bolt's in trouble. Oh no, this could be if the red gets a bad spawn. Oh, this could be disastrous.
Not a great spawn. Not a great spawn at all.
Not great, no. I mean, the Pyramidion does have the speed to get back in there fairly quickly, but
the Arcane Bolt is doing
bolts.
What that height? You mentioned this at the very start. You were absolutely right. The Arcane Bolt is using all its power of up and down to try and avoid as much fire as possible and drag this fight on so the Holy Unicorn can get back in it and really rip someone to shreds. Get a good solid ram and get fire on one of those targets.
And
most likely the Lusty Argonian Maid.
Here comes the Holy Unicorn coming at the Ugly Betty from behind. The Arcane Bolt's taking a lot of damage though. The Holy Unicorn needs to keep the Ugly Betty in its arc of fire. The Arcane Bolt is not where it wants to be. However, Arcane Bolt's taken a lot of damage, but so is the Ugly Betty. The Ugly Betty's armor's down, and the Ugly Betty's... Oh my goodness, it's 4-4. The next kill will win the Sunday Rumble number 16, folks. Where will the next spawns occur? Arcane Bolt spawn way back in the red side of the map, as the Betty has spawned back in the blue side. However, I think this gives the slight advantage to the gentleman. The Holy Unicorn should not be engaging here. He should be pulling back as fast as he possibly can.
He just realized that. He just realized he is at an extreme disadvantage and that he needs to link up with his ally. Fire coming in though against the Holy Unicorn. I think the Gents realize that they need to stick together as close as possible. If they don't unify their Artemis fire, they're not going to take one of those red ships out and win this match.
I think what's going to happen is the Glowwaters are going to reorganize. They're going to get cover, and it's going to be one final charge: the triple Artemi versus the those Gatlings, and it's going to be who gets the first kill. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. One way or another. Don't care how this match ends. This has been one of the best matches I've ever played.
I salute you,
yes,
Frostbound. You're absolutely right.
Absolutely right, Frostbound. This has been one of the greatest matches I have called. And what a great way to make your casting debut in the Sunday Rumble, Mr. Letonator.
I'm happy with this. This has been excessively exciting. 4-4. The next person to go down loses this match. Just one ship. You don't even have to kill the entire team. You just have to kill one ship. If one of those teams, let's say, if the red team, which is most likely going to do the charge, can charge and grab one kill before they lose their oomph, lose their charge power, and one of their ships dies to the fact that they just went all out offense, they win. If they get that one kill first.
I think it's going to give the advantage to the if the Glowwater Thralls can be clever here and getting close quick enough, it's going to give the advantage to them because they've got such a superior DPS potential. Oh, the tension. You could cut it with a knife.
I think you need a katana just to cut it at this point. They're laying it on extra thick. The arcane bolt is just picking it set up, just trying to see exactly what the gents are doing. Just
Oh,
picking it
looks
set
like
up. There it
Graphic
goes.
He's pulling the same trick. He's not spotted and he's up into the clouds. The Holy Unicorn. Oh, are the Glowwater Thralls? Are they going to be able to pull it off with the same trick? It looks like the arcane bolt has already given up his position as they fire down with the Artemises. Oh my god, I think I'm going to have a heart attack. The Unicorn is coming in. He's using moonshine. 2 of his engines are out. However, 2 of his guns are out. They're focused firing on the lusty Argonian maid. They're going for the ram. But he's
Very poor ram. Very poor ram.
But the arcane bolt's got the double. He's got the double Gatlings on. It'll just take a few more minutes to win this.
It's going to be excessively close here. Those Gatlings need to be firing. The Holy Unicorn has taken a lot of damage, but the Argonian maid has lost a lot of their permahull as well.
The lusty Argonian maid's about to go down. Oh, and they've done it. The Glowwater Thralls have won it. The Glowwater Thralls have won the Sunday Rumble number 16. What a series.
Holy crap.
What a game. Goodness gracious me.